Hi there, Lester Fields here. I had been wandering through the ruins of Charleston recently when I came upon the Charleston Fire Department.
Fire breather applicants, please report to exam room.
A protectron at the front door, mistaking me for a fire breather applicant, bids me enter and go to the exam room. Just inside the building is a large crate containing some loot and an overseer's log.
Overseer's log, Charleston Fire Department. Automation used to define life in West Virginia. Now it's the only thing left. These training programs that the responders have set up. How many survivors were running through these? It takes a certain calling to voluntarily run into the middle of a fire, rescue people. Looks like they kept up that spirit, even as the dangers changed. They must have fought the scorched up close more than anyone. I need to find out what they knew.
So, according to the overseer, these fire breathers, were a first line of defense against the scorched, actively taking the fight directly to them. Well, if I'm going to become one, I first need to take an exam of some sort. Heading on into the exam room, I access the fire breather training system. A knowledge exam is presented to me, and it looks like I have to score a 7 out of 7 in order to pass. Well, maybe I can fudge it. Oh no, I only got 4 out of 7. Well, maybe looking around the building I can scare up some study material to help. I scour the rooms, locating several notes that give me a better insight into the questions I'm being asked, and, better prepared, I finally return to take the test a second time. Passing the knowledge exam, I'm immediately given my next assignment, the physical exam. That test takes place at a location a bit north of the fire department, and so I head off to the place shown on my map. On the way there, I'm attacked by a scorched and a nascent snallygaster. It takes several hits with my death tambo, but I put him down. And continue on. Finally, I arrive at the Charleston Herald building, where more scorched greet me. Fighting my way through to the second floor, I find the physical exam terminal. I have 3 minutes to activate a checkpoint button here at the initial test site, run out to another site to push a second checkpoint button, and then return to hit the first button once more. Sounds simple enough.
Examination will begin in 15 seconds. Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint. Checkpoint activated.
I start off following some arrows, but quickly switch gears, leaping off a balcony in a rush towards my far-off goal. I swim through irradiated waters and try to avoid any enemies along the way. And eventually make it to the second button, activating the checkpoint.
Checkpoint activated. Return to start.
Then I run around the building, ignoring a few gunshots in the process. I rush past a sign that says life is a race, and it couldn't be more true at this moment. Swimming through the same irradiated water, I'm trying to get to the Herald building to finish the test. And a scorch takes me unawares. Several missed swings with my death tambo, and then finally a hit and it goes down. Then I run the last leg of the race into the Herald and upstairs, and
Congratulations, applicant. Please access terminal to initiate final examination briefing.
I've made it with a few seconds to spare. Then I'm told to access the terminal again to initiate the final exam.
Greetings, applicant. This is Melody Larkin, Fire Breathers Captain. Congratulations on your progress thus far. Until recently, we'd now be moving you on to our final exam. A nice, easy run through an active mind burn. But these days, we got bigger fish to fry. The scorched creatures have been pouring through Big Bend Tunnel. Someone has to stop them, and the fire breathers are the only ones with the tools and the know-how to get it done. So, for your final exam, you'll be running a course cooked up by our very own Lieutenant Madigan to get you up to speed on dealing with these scorched. Head on over to the Belch and Betty shaft when you're ready. Our handler bot, Bernie, will get you oriented. Come back alive and human, and you're in.
Melody Larkin provides the debriefing, telling me I need to meet Bernie at the entrance to a mine shaft and possibly fight some scorched. Fantastic. Before long, I've arrived at Belching Betty. I make my way around the outer structure and find Bernie waiting for me.
Fire breather. Applicant detected. Kit ticket issued. Please collect your gear.
He issues me a ticket to collect gear, but first I want to check out the partial suit of power armor. It's got 3 pieces that I'm not able to use just yet, but I snatch them up to store for later.
Please present your uniform ticket to the appropriate dispenser. Examination briefing. Holotape issued.
Then, at Bernie's insistence, I access the kit dispenser with my ticket and receive a fire breather's helmet and uniform, and an anti-scorched training pistol, along with some ammo. I also get a final exam briefing holotape. I don the fire breather's mask and helmet, and then listen to the tape.
Personnel.
Welcome, recruit, to your final exam. I'm Hank Madigan, fire breather lieutenant. Exam simple. Reach the bottom of the mine, hit the emergency beacon down there, and come back up. All you gotta do is survive a little slice of living hell and all the scorch that call it home. And I get this is extreme, but we need to know if you can hack it before you got half a dozen other people counting on you. But you're not going in empty-handed. Along with your suit, you've been issued a modified 10mm. We figured out the Scorched aren't big fans of depleted ultracite. Took a field trip to AMS HQ to figure out how to make the stuff, but it's the most effective tool we found for putting them down. So time to prove you can put it to good use. Suit up, strap in, and move out, recruit.
Now all that stands before me in completion of the exam is an entire mine full of Scorched and another button. I enter Belching Betty. Inside I find the security door already open, and I descend into hell itself, with unchecked fires burning and smoke filling the air. I come across the body of a fire breather named Andrew Rhodes, who has a holotape entitled Scorch Slayer's Journal Part 1. I listen.
Is it on? Yeah, the red light is on, so it's recording. This is Maxine Ballard, squad leader of the Scorch Slayers. We're making this recording to document our descent into the Belching Betty mine for the final exam.
Well, say which exam.
Oh, right. For the fire breather's final exam, we're supposed to head inside, find the emergency beacon, and watch out for Scorched.
Piece of cake.
I don't know. If it's so easy, why hasn't anyone else completed the exam?
Because they weren't us. We've been hunting Scorched at the farms for days. How much harder could the ones in the mines be? Throw a little backbone.
Come on, guys. Let's stick together on this. All right, shut up. Okay, Scorch Slayers. It's time to lock and load. Let's get the job done.
The tape chronicles a group of fire breathers, the Scorch Slayers, as they attempt the same test I'm doing now. Almost immediately, I find another body, this of Scorch Slayer Sylvester Tate, and journal number 2.
Okay, squad leader. Tim and Andrew are both dead. Now what the hell are we supposed to do?
Shut up, Sai. She's recording. Entry 2. We've lost Timothy Wolf and Andrew Rhodes to a swarm of Scorched. And the rest of us barely made it past them alive. I'm beginning to think Melody Larkin may have underestimated the difficulty of this exam.
You're damn right she did. This is suicide. What the hell with this? I'm going back.
No, you're not. You're sticking with us.
Why? So we can get picked off one by one until we're all dead? No way, not me.
You know what, Sai? You've been acting like a coward ever since we started tackling the Scorch at the farms. And now, Tim and Andrew are dead because of you.
What the hell are you talking about?
I saw him, Max. When those Scorched pushed through the tunnels, they came at us from all sides. Tim and Andrew were holding, and they told Sai to watch the back, but he didn't. He ran away and left their rear flank wide open. That's what took them down.
Bullshit! She's lying, Max.
Oh, both of you knock it off. Sylvester, if you want to go, go, but you're going back alone, and I guarantee we didn't clear everything behind us. But even if you make it, mark my words, you'll never be part of this squad again.
Fine. To hell with both of you. I'm out of here!
You're seriously letting him go? Yeah, Rita. We're better off without him.
This tape portrays Sylvester as a coward who caused the deaths of 2 of his squad mates and ran when things got tougher, even though he was warned that the way wasn't clear. And his cowardice ultimately killed him. Then I run into groups of Scorched, and even though I was issued a special anti-Scorched gun, I find my death tambo works much better. I fight my way down into the belly of Belching Betty, up onto a platform. Where I find the body of Rita Wilcox and Journal Part 3.
Entry 3. Sylvester left the team some time ago. We heard his screams echoing through the mines only minutes after he left. Rita and I are all that's left. Despite the odds, we've somehow made it to the beacon.
What's supposed to happen when we activate that beacon?
I don't know. I suppose we'll get Melody Larkin's next instruction about how to get out of here.
Well, there's no reason for us to stand here and wait. Push the damn thing. Oh my god.
They're everywhere. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we didn't come this far just to give up.
I'm with you, Max.
If we don't make it out of here, I just want you to know it's been a real honor, Rita.
Likewise. Now let's go show those Scorched what it means to be a fire breather.
So they pushed the button, and the noise from the beacon attracted Scorched to this location, where they both made their final stand. Will the same thing happen to me? There's only one way to find out.
Applicant task successful. Return to surface for examination completion.
I activate the beacon and am told to return to the surface, but it's making all kinds of ruckus and I'm rushed by a swarm of Scorched. My Death Tambo and I eventually cut through them, and I returned to the entrance to Belching Betty with no further incidents. I report to Bernie.
All examinations complete. Congratulations. Issuing orientation holotape. Please proceed to Charleston Fire Department for company registration.
And receive a holotape and instructions to return to the fire department.
Please present yourself to the captain on duty.
Hello again, recruit. And congratulations. If you're hearing this, it means you've earned yourself a place in the fire breathers. Head back to the Charleston Fire Department and have the active captain register you for duty. That'll grant you access to our internal computer system. Once that's done, your captain should be able to point you to your first assignment. But there's no time to waste. Get a move on, recruit. Welcome to the fire breathers.
I hoof it back to the station and once there, access the master terminal. Upon registering, I'm told to get to the dispatch room for a priority message.
There are 800,000 outstanding support calls. There is one priority call. Accessing.
Maria, Melody, whoever's down there. It's Madigan checking in. At long last. I'm up here just outside the top of the world, and I found something I think could be game-changing. Don't ask me where I got it. I just need you to send backup up here quick. The best guns you can spare. Call me back at this frequency as soon as you can. Madigan out.
And with that, I'm a full-fledged member of the Fire Breathers. The message was from Hank Madigan, who had found something that he seemed to think was going to be extremely helpful in fighting the Scorched. He was at the top of the world, a place I've not yet been myself. I need to go find out what happened to him. But that's an adventure for another time. And until then, thanks so much for watching.